my cousins used to give me like horror stories about MTA shit. And they used to tell me the story of this one dude called Bati Man. They would take the train every morning, especially to school or wherever the hell they was going. And Bati Man would always come on the cart, and he would pull down his pants and he would take his ass cheeks and he would rub them on the fucking pole.
Oh,
This is an urban legend. This is an urban legend.
That's nasty.
I promise you.
That's nasty.
So even to this day, when I'm holding pole, you will never see me hold the pole below my waist.
The Bati Man?
Like even that solar plexus level, I go above, bro.
Yeah.
Plexus.
Once I touch anything MTA provided, I feel like my hand is possessed. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I don't touch nothing with the hand until I can get to either.
Yep, facts. Don't touch your face.
Touch your face.
Don't dig up your nose. Don't eat with that hand.
No, that ass. No.
I say y'all
What's
capping
the cat, man?
because I feel like at some point in time you went to go get a breakfast sandwich. You went to go get that before you went to school, all right? And you ate that shit before you went to school. And wasn't nobody washing their fucking hands.
So hold on, Mash, to that point, this is what I'm trying to tell you. So I've never double-handed the MTA. I've always I always sacrifice one hand for the greater glory. No, I'm serious. And then when I eat, then I got to eat with my left, but the right, it never touches the food. All right.
The Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
Gang. What up, yo?
Everybody.
Hey, Tribe.
Welcome back to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. This is your boy Mash, aka the Spew Guy, Drip. Please say the drip. Gang. I just want y'all to know that I really appreciate when I get the echoing drip from the tribe. I appreciate you, gang. I'm hoping that the listeners are giving me drips out there in the
They are.
I hope so.
This is gonna sound wild, but do you appreciate when a man says drip more or when the women say drip more?
I don't have a preference. We all can spew. You know what I mean? I'm an equal opportunity dripper. Okay. You know what I mean? I want everybody to have the spewing out here.
All right, so fellas, you heard that. When if you see Mash out in the streets, you drip. Okay, you tell them you drip.
Drip too hard. So represent South Jamaica Queens. Only queens make kings. Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever, and that's Spew God. It's my job to enrich the lives of everybody that I meet. I am with I'm with 4 amazing people. All right. If you guys don't know, we are the Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast, and I'm going to start with introducing my tribe mates. Okay, I'm going to start with the frozen one. I'm going to start with the one where, if you're having a warm day, she's going to chill you off, because what she do, let you fucking know. All right, she is the duality queen. All right, she's the unicorn princess. Unicorn princess?
Unicorn Gemini.
Unicorn Gemini. But I don't know. We'll sprinkle some princess on her, because she's just that real. All right, for you who don't know, TJ, introduce yourself, queen.
Hey, Tribe. I am TJ. And that little magical sound you heard was me sprinkling white dust that's frozen, and it's like slushy. It's like a slushy. Yeah, that's what that is. What up, Tribe? It's your girl TJ, and I'm so happy it's Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of the Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast. Hey, Tribe. Okay, that's it. We're complete.
All right, next we're gonna swing it over to America's favorite. All right, for those who don't know, you might catch him at a club. You know what? I don't know where they would catch you right now. Right now, if you want to catch America's favorite, you tune into the Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast because he's out here busy. All right, he don't got time to be elsewhere in these streets. You can find him here, America's favorite.
I'm
Talk your
glad
shit,
you
King.
know.
Do your thing.
I know. Yo. What it do? What it do? It's your boy Shake. What it do? Mr. HSD, Mr. AFF. You leave the last F silent. Or this week, you can call me Footman. All right, America's favorite footman. All right,
nobody.
You got a fetish now, nigga? The fuck?
New brand.
Got a new fetish, brother? You in the feet now, Shake?
Nah, man. I do like feet, bro. I've always liked feet for a long time, bro. You know what
I like nice toes.
You got a preference of what type of feet you like, bro?
Yeah, but yeah, small feet. Like, yeah, really cute.
Small feet, so it can't be long. How's my feet?
Let me see.
They're fine.
Put it in the camera. Put it close in the camera so we get more viewers.
So we get the foot fetish people in it.
Like
bro, we want to get the foot fetish people watching.
Fellas, there you go.
Crazy.
She got nice toes.
All right, we're gonna swing it over to everybody's favorite number 3. All right, you already know if it wasn't for them, this rap shit wouldn't be going on. All right,
Exactly.
if you do anything, the thing you should not do is zone her shit. All right, this is what you're not going to do. All right, the one and only Clarity Queen, talk your shit. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh shit.
I'm waiting.
Nigga, I was hyped. Too hyped.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby.
Hey. What up, man?
Exactly. What's good, y'all? What's good, tribe? It's your girl Mo. You know I hail from Co-op City, Section 5. Don't ever zone my don't zone my shit.
Never.
Don't ever do it. You know what I mean? Of course, you know I represent everything Bronx. I'm the Bronx finest. Hey, how you guys doing?
Fantastic, Mo. Always happy to have you, gang.
Of course.
And then, last but not least, my brother from another. He's from Queens, but he's also from Brooklyn, but he's also from Jamaica. So I don't really know where he's from, but I know for
worldwide.
sure.
He's worldwide.
That's my
worldwide.
Nigga. That's my
he's
nigga.
Worldwide.
Flash the philosopher. Talk your shit, King.
I just need you to know I'm from Earth, nigga. Okay, that's what I read.
Hey, glad to have you, bro. Glad to have you, bro.
I'm from Earth. Okay. Yo, I had I don't know why I was thinking this, yo. I used to date a chick with some long toes, and that shit really bothered me, bro. I don't know why.
Like pinky long?
No, her toes is pinky long.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's what I was saying.
she could peel a banana with her feet.
But that's like a hand. Don't you guys like it when they jerk your dick with their feet? That's like a whole hand gripping it.
That's why my mom went.
I'm kind of down for it. It's kind of a fetish thing. I don't think it's like really that great, but like if you get into it.
Let's explore this a bit further. Have you guys ever had that happen for you? Like, has somebody ever used their feet to make
I've
you feel good?
I've never finished from a foot job, but I've been turned on by it.
Yeah, I'm turned on by feet on my penis. Really? I think it's very sexual.
Like there's women who could finish you with the feet, but I've never been finished with a foot job.
I ain't never been finished with a foot job either. I ain't gonna hold you.
I've never used my feet. Wow.
Oh, you should try. Like it's new and innovative, and
practice first. That sounds like I don't think you should spring that on somebody.
You may unlock a chakra that you never knew existed.
Word,
because my motto is the better you make sex for me, the better I'll make sex for you.
That's a fact.
Put
that on the shirt.
That
should go on the shirt. Ding that man. That is a fact.
Yeah,
that's a good slogan.
That is.
That's a way of life.
Makes sense to me. That's dope. I ain't mad. Yo, let me finish my intro. I think I'm almost done. Yo,
hurry up, bro.
Sorry.
I know. I'm sorry. I made a quote the other day and I really like it. I said, "Failure is fuel for freedom." So that's what I believe today. Okay, it's your boy Flash the philosopher. It is he. It is me. It is I.
I dig it. I like that a lot. That was good. All right. So
not mad at it.
You know what's supposed to happen next, gang?
Can't be.
We're gonna give you a little 20-20-20. All right. Now, I was gonna do the 20-20-10 because we didn't think TJ was gonna make it. But I'm gonna just fall back.
You can still do it though, kid.
Yes.
Oh, what you brave?
Oh, what's up? Push the button, bro. You ain't saying nothing. Hit the button.
I was waiting.
Hit it.
You didn't want to grab the mic?
Thanks for joining another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. All right, we are the Soul Ratchet Podcast. You can find us on all platforms. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Pandora. You can find us on social media as well. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
You wrote it down.
We're all at So Ratchet Podcast. All right, we also have new episodes that drop every Wednesday. And if you want to join us on live for YouTube, you can. All you have to do to see our beautiful faces is join us at YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast.
Yeah.
We love you, Tribe. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Hit
pretty
the like
good.
button right now.
But Twitter was
Hit the
so
follow
button
right
You got me.
Notification button right now.
Right.
Damn.
So ratchet
TJ, you
on
right.
Twitter too.
Hey, look, call the action.
That was good, man.
Nigga had a teleprompter though. He had a teleprompter.
That's way better than the live, bro. You was trash on the live.
So
this
what?
was great, yo.
Well, you know,
Good job.
Takes practice.
Yeah. Good job,
TJ,
Keep getting better. Keep getting better.
Top, nigga.
He had a lot of practice. He had a lot of practice. But all the same,
I had a lot
thank
of
you for
practice.
joining us, Tribe. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the tribe. We'll see you soon.
Facts. Appreciate you,
Love
Tribe.
that.
Next, we're gonna swing it over to everybody's favorite. No bad days.
Yeah.
No.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
Never.
Shit.
Happy Wednesday, Tribe. If you haven't taken any time for yourself, take this next minute, 30 seconds, 40 seconds for yourself. The No Bad Days segment is where I introduce you to a new chakra. Today, I'm going to be talking about the third eye chakra. It's represented by the color. It's like a midnight color, midnight blue, whatever that night sky is. It's located right directly in between your eyebrows. It represents your intuition. Ever had that gut feeling that you knew something was wrong and somebody could have been gaslighting you? That gut feeling, or that you, it might feel like diarrhea, King. It might feel like diarrhea, but it's different. It's different because you know, like something may not be right, and you knew what it was, and then it was like after the fact when it was confirmed, you're like, oh my God, I felt that, but I didn't trust it. That's intuition. That's your third eye chakra. It allows you to see things outside of, the physical, because you have your two eyes for the physical, but the things that are deeper within, like your intuition, your imagination. It is responsible for your inner wisdom. It allows you to see things beyond the surface, like I said. And this time I found some things that, I usually tell you if it's blocked, but usually we talk about keeping things in balance. Overactive or underactive is not good, right? We always want to be in the balance. I found two things that I want to share with you guys. So if you're ever experiencing tension headaches, that could be because your third eye is overactive. And it says that you just might be stuck. Yeah, you could be dehydrated if you have a tension headache too, or you're not getting enough sleep, just exhaustion. If it's underactive, I found one that I really liked, and they call this fixation. Your inability to see the bigger picture. You're just fixed in your current moment, and you get lost of who you are and where you are. And you don't even allow yourself to start to imagine, right? Because the things that we imagine come from, I feel like it comes from God, and he puts it in your spirit, and it's for you to do, it's for you to accomplish. It's for you to expand yourself. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going to share 3 affirmations. And if these affirmations align with you, I want you to remember it while I ring the singing bowl. This affirmation right here is kind of deep, so I'm gonna need you to pay attention. It says, I attune myself to recognizing the changes I want to make in my life and commit to affirming them when they happen. Y'all follow that? What that means to y'all? Anybody?
Yeah.
What it means to you then? Shit, Flash, you spoke up first.
I only said it because I said it.
No.
You wasn't paying attention, nigga.
So
all right.
Say it again.
Yeah.
What you think? What y'all think it means?
I'm looking at it.
It
So it says,
means
I
familiarize yourself with the changes in your life and make the adjustments necessary. That's what I got from that.
And it's also saying to affirm, to confirm, and realize like, okay, I'm acknowledging myself for making the changes. I'm affirming myself that these are the changes that I made. Right. That's how I'm looking at it.
And then when they happen, sometimes when you ask for things and then they happen and you're like, oh no, this can't, it's too good to be true. But you asked for this. You know what I'm saying? Like you asked for this clarity. Yes, you asked for this clarity. This is all right. This is what I asked for. I'm getting it. I'm gonna move in this. I'm strong, like like that inner part of you that's like, all right, it's time for me to move. I'm acknowledging that this is what I asked for, and it's time for me to move in this direction. All right, sorry. The second one is I align my inner sense of what is right and what is true with my actions. And then the last one is I believe in the power of my imagination to show me that anything is possible. And I dedicate that one to you, Flash, because you just were spewing to us prior to us going live on the podcast. If y'all need friends like us, okay? I'm just grateful for my tribe, and I'm grateful for everything that you guys pour into me, whether it's, pushing me to do better and keeping me accountable. I'm grateful for that. All right, guys. So if any of those affirmations align with you, spoke to you in any way, I want you to focus on them. And I want you to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. And as you exhale, drop your shoulders down. No bad days, tribe.
Hey, and no broken sound.
Open up that third eye.
Right.
Listen, they're all the same sound. It's just different colors. Okay. So if I even use this one for the yellow chakra or the heart chakra or the soul, whatever, any chakra, right? It's okay.
Don't be over here putting on blast,
you know why I said it, yo? Because these shits only break when she start traveling and shit. She be just flying around everywhere. Them shits be getting banged up in her suitcase.
Banged up.
I gotta learn how to tune my bowls
up on purpose. Like, fuck is this?
Yeah, wrap them in clothes and paper when you travel.
Yo, TJ.
I do. TJ, you're right. Thank you for that.
Something you had said kind of resonated me, and it made me think of the times when I feel like everything is going too well, and then I feel like something is gonna go wrong. Like I have a worry, a constant worry that something is gonna go wrong because everything is going too right.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
Isn't it supposed to be like that though, nigga?
No. Accept it. It's part of your journey. You're supposed to be happy in that moment.
So this is what I'm saying. You have to expect shit to go wrong. Like and that.
But you don't have to worry about it when you're in the
Yeah. Prepare for it. Don't expect it. You know
I do both. I do both because they're both different processes. I expect shit to go wrong, and I also, if I can prepare for it, cool. But you can't always expect what you don't know. You only know what you know, my nigga.
You only know what you know.
Don't focus on it because you manifest the things that you think about the most. Am I gonna get a ticket on my car? Am I gonna get a ticket on my car? And guess what? You go outside and you have a ticket on your car. You manifest.
This is what I'm saying.
That's true.
This is what I'm saying. No, so my advice, what I was thinking of Shake is, you can't worry about that shit because that shit gives you anxiety. That's the whole reason or why you can expect it, but you don't need to focus on that shit. Like I ain't even gonna hold you. I went out for gelato last night and I parked in a place and it was like permit only parking, just to be honest. But I said, fuck it. I'm not gonna get no ticket. I ain't worried about it.
Did you call a boot on your car? Was there a boot?
I thought I was. I expected to come out to a boot, but I didn't. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't worry about it.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, we definitely don't even expect it. Don't even give it that energy. Trust me.
Yeah.
We came out to a boot one time.
Facts. So, quick story. Me and Shay went to a lounge and then we parked somewhere we wasn't supposed to park. I parked there not knowing I wasn't supposed to park there, but I know when I got out there. There was a dude there was already a boot on my shit. Like they just like,
he was sitting next to your shit. Like,
and what you said to him?
I was like, "Yo, what's it gonna take to get this boot off?" He was like, $50. I was like, "Gave him $50." He took the boot off, and we left.
Oh, good. That was good. Shit.
Yes, that's how you run game.
Yo, wait, can I tell you a quick story? My fault. I know I don't want to digress too far from the episode, but yo, I remember I parked in Pathmark in Springfield Gardens when it used to be Pathmark in their parking lot. And I parked in the fire zone. I parked in the fire zone because my mom said she wanted ice cream. So I was like, all right, it ain't nothing. I could just go and run in the store. I know exactly where the freezer section is. It ain't nothing. And maybe they had self-checkout this time. I ain't sure. But I just knew how to get the ice cream. So it was me by myself. I parked in the fire zone. I was like, it's gonna be nothing but a thing. 5 minutes.
You in the edging? Was you in the edging?
This is when I was in the edging, my nigga.
All right, keep going. Okay.
Shit you not. I ran, got the ice cream, came back out in 5 minutes, nigga. I came out and I was like, damn, where'd I park? I was parked in front of Pathmark.
They told your car.
When I came out the store, I was like, where did I park? And I'm looking around like, and I'm hitting the button, sitting here like, nigga, didn't you leave your shit in the front of the supermarket, nigga? My nigga, I was looking around like, I started asking random people. I was in here like, yo, did y'all see a green car here? You know?
You didn't have the app on your phone that could tell you where the car was at either on the map, right? Damn.
If he was in the edging, there was no apps. Those was flip phones.
No apps. Yeah, this is old school shit. But my 94 edging, niggas told my shit. And a nice white dude came and he was like, oh, did you have
that's the name of a car?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I called the edging because somebody stole my L. Fucking
it was an edging.
Oh, it was an Acura Legend.
Yeah. But the L was going off the back.
Oh, we call it the edging. Okay.
Let me tell you something. Now, so let me tell you something. I had to spend $300 because I called the number just to get these niggas to bring my fucking car back. And this was the most expensive ice cream I ever bought. This is my whole thing. I'm saying like I just want to spend $2.50.
That's how I think about it too. This is how much I spend on fucking ice cream.
Ice cream, nigga.
I mean, you learned a very expensive lesson. That was a very expensive lesson you learned, bro.
Intuition.
Just like I learned in that parking lot, I'm not parking there ever again because they'll book me $50. I don't
want $50.
And all you probably had to do is ride around for an extra like 10 minutes. You would have found parking.
Maybe
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You know what I mean?
All right, everybody. So now we're about to go into our next favorite segment, and it is Shake's Word of the Word.
What's the word?
Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Shake, and I'm here to bring you today's Word of the Week. All right, so today's Word of the Week is respite. Okay, for those of you who don't know what the word respite means, respite. Oh, sorry. Let me spell it out for you. Respite. Okay, respite is spelled RESPITE. And respite is a noun, and it means a short period of rest or relief for something difficult or unpleasant. Okay? All right? Short period of rest or relief. But it's not always difficult or unpleasant because, you know, another meaning is just to put off or delay. All right? So I'm gonna put it into a sentence. Okay. So I was hitting it from the back. And one of my greatest poses. But it took a lot of energy. And then Shorty was like, yo, don't stop. And yo, I didn't have enough time for respite. But she did reach her nut. How about that?
Okay. Long answer.
I guess.
I don't like that.
I use it.
I was expecting the sentence to be better.
I'll take it.
Okay. The mother had to allow the child to go to respite due to her mental health breakdown, and the mother needed relief.
You read that.
Thank you.
The mother's the one who needed the respite. Though,
I feel like you read that. That didn't feel original.
No,
exactly. So you would put the child in respite exactly in order to give the mother.
But was that your sentence?
Was that my sentence?
Yeah, that was you.
I think say you chat GPT that shit.
I didn't chat GPT that.
I'm asking.
No, and the reason why it's so easy for me to do this because this is my work. We send children to. We help parents put their child in respite or seek respite for a child for instance.
Nice.
I'm just giving an example. Did you want to say I'm chat GPT?
Yes. See, I believe you.
Get that nigga Mo. Get that nigga Mo.
So thank you. That's right, Flash. So for instance,
let them know.
If a parent, some parents go through ailments when the children are in their care. A parent had a heart attack, right? She had nobody to chill. she had nobody to care for her children. So at that point, we're not going to put her children in foster care because let's find another alternative. So we will call respite, see if they have any beds or anything available, and we will allow the child to go to respite until the parent comes out of the hospital to care for them.
Nice.
So,
I didn't know it was a real thing. Okay.
It is.
Respite.
It's definitely a real thing. Respite. Yeah, respite care.
In the medical field, we call respite care kind of like, when someone's about to die.
Yeah, so it's different meaning.
And I was the other word for it. I'm missing it. Yeah, it's like as they are approaching, what's the name? Hospice.
Hospice.
Like they're on their way out. Like we call it respite care as well. So that's interesting.
Yeah,
many different ways to use the word, I guess. But
yeah,
what was that?
That's how I'm familiar with the word respite care.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like as a transition. Yeah, and in our field, it's a relief, whether it's to release the parent.
Well, I mean, you're relieving yourself of life, right? You're about to die.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
got you.
Facts.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Good shit. Good work, Shake. I appreciate it.
Thanks. And thanks for the sentence, Mo. I appreciate the sentence.
No problem.
That's what we're here for, man.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you, Mo.
Nigga, she told a story in a haiku, nigga. The fuck?
It's crazy.
Yeah, he did the animation. And everything. I'm like, it's gonna be a better sentence. Like that was a sentence.
I thought he was warming up with some fly shit. I was like, I'm ready. Let's do it. And fly. It's cool.
He's the one to show his thrust on the camera. He's like, fuck the word.
Exactly. That's it.
I'm trying to go viral, baby.
It's okay. We're gonna give you some respite right now.
Exactly.
And we're sure that you're gonna come up with a better way to use the word later in the episode.
Yes. Correct.
Get my thing. Absolutely. Get my point. Get my
ding. Okay. Oh, it started?
I mean, that was well after the cool down. That was well after the cool down. Well played, TJ. Well played.
TJ coming in hot.
All right, team. So now that we got the essential parts of the podcast out the way,
formalities out.
About today's talking point. Today's talking point. This is a topic that I felt passionately about that I wanted to make an episode, and this is MTA. All right. I labeled this episode MTA, or we labeled this episode MTA, because I wanted to take some time to pay tribute to how MTA has affected me as a New Yorker. All right. So the MTA has done a lot of things for me. Just to give you some background, tribe, South Jamaica Queens raised me. All right. So I've been riding this the Q6. All right. It's a bus line. All right. Q6, Q4, Q5, 85, 84. All right. Just rattle off a couple buses. Your boy been on Q3. All right. These
shout your line, nigga.
Oh, just you right. Shout out.
What up? Threes, what up? Q3, what up?
The 111. All right. Anybody going to Rockaway? The 113s. All right. All of these is like, these are the core of what made me a New Yorker. All right. Then we get the train systems. We got the E's, we got the J's, we got the F's. All right. Those all come out of Queens. All right. Now, I'm just throwing this out there because I had a conversation with a cousin of mine. And my cousin was explaining to me how important it is to be from New York. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, being from New York, you get a whole different experience of the world that someone who's from a rural area doesn't have. So I'm like, okay, what do you mean? He says, well, when you're in New York, you can use a Metro card at high school. And the Metro card in high school, when we was coming up, allowed us to be able to travel all day. You'd be able to ride for as long as you needed with this Metro card, as far as you needed, right? And you'll be able to get out of your bubble, all right? If you live in Queens and you only stayed in Queens, once you got a Metro card, you was able to go to the Bronx, you was able to go to Manhattan, you was able to go to Staten Island. I don't know why you would go there, but you was able to go there, you know what I mean? And I think that
watch your mouth.
I'm just saying, no disrespect to Staten Island, but nobody was going there like that where I was from. Just saying.
Yeah, I definitely did.
With that in mind,
definitely had a boo out there.
I did. I had a boo in Staten Island.
You was on the ferry?
Staten Island, nigga?
Yeah, I went on the ferry. Or what happened was when I would come off of the train, he would come and pick me up, and then we would go. Yep, I had a boo in Staten Island
until I started driving.
Yeah, I had a boo in Staten Island. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like if you rode a boat for dick, that you dedicated. I ain't mad at you.
I definitely been on the ferry, but not that often. Yeah, but
that's a 15-minute ride.
That's a nice little trip. It's a nice little trip.
Like you was able to use your Metro card for the ferry?
From New York City, you get to see.
No, I don't remember.
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
I think the ferry is different.
I think the ferry was different. I can't remember. I think,
but then I think it had to include some part of it.
It had to include. Yeah, I think I don't remember.
But shout out to Staten Island. But you know what I mean, when you're from New York, you could travel the city, right? There's no restrictions on you to be able to keep you from point A to point B. So you learn more about your awareness. You learn more about how to travel. You learn how to read a room. You learn how to move in a space that you can't predict what the next person is going to do. Over time, you learn this when you ride in the train or ride in public transportation. When you're from a smaller rural area, you ain't got that like that. There's not access to a metro transit, right? So you stay inside your bubble unless you get driven somewhere. So until you get a car, you really stuck to the confines of your parents and letting you get around, or your bike, right? You know what I mean? So you don't get the same level of exposure that a kid from New York would get versus a kid in the country. Now they might learn their area, but like the woods and shit like that, like their local town, which is cool. No disrespect to that, you know what I mean? But not the wide range that you would get in New York, because not only are you changing boroughs, you're changing ethnicities, you're changing into different cultures. It's just different energies in those places that you go to when you can't travel. So with all that being said, MTA, I pay tribute to you to the end of this episode, and I wanted to talk to the tribe about it. And before I start talking about the specific questions, how do y'all feel about mass transit? What are y'all experiences with mass transit overall, coming up from being from New York?
Mass transit, that was my way of life. I had to take the train to go to high school. I went to high school in a different borough.
Rep your high school. What high school you was at?
I went to A. Philip Randolph High Schools in Manhattan, Harlem, but it was in Harlem. It was in Harlem. So I had to learn actually how to take the train, because we used to take a school bus to school, and then from there we just take the regular bus to school. So over the summer I had to practice or learn how to take the train to high school, because at that time I didn't have to take the train. We were just taking like a bus to school regularly. But going to school in Harlem now that's when the train came into play. So
okay, what train you rode?
That train was I would take the bus to the 5 train. It was 2 ways I could take. I take the bus to the 5 train, and then get off, take it to the 2, get off at 135th and walk. Or you could take the bus, which was the QB, to the 6 train, and then get off and then take the bus, the 101 bus, and then walk. That was the closer way to the school. So it's 2 ways you could have got to our school, which I recall. Yeah. So that was that. So that's when I would say in a high school, that's when I really started to learn.
Green?
The green line is the train that she was on the 5.
I was about to say that. Green line bus. You said green line buses, my guy.
I meant to say train.
Nah, green line buses is from Queens, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I started out with the green line buses. That's when shit used to be all separate. You used to use just to give you guys a little history.
You remember when they were brown buses?
There was different colored buses.
I don't remember that.
And they each had different systems. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And then when they right before they created the Metro card, they combined all of the they combined everything to make it a lot easier for people to get around. You know what I mean? And
I forgot all about that.
Now we have the mass transit in New York, which is one of the best mass transits in the world, from what I understand, from my knowledge.
Shake Fact?
It's not a shake fact. No. This is what I've heard. This is what I've heard. Is we're one of the best it's the most complex. You know what I'm saying? Because you got buses and trains you have the Long Island Railroad and all that.
That's
stuff.
Why I said PATH trains. Long Island. Yep, PATH trains. Yeah,
that's you know what I'm saying? And it's all interconnected. You know what I'm saying? And I feel lucky to be in New York, where this is one of the few places where you don't have to have. I know people in their freaking 40s who've never driven before.
Don't even know how to drive.
You go to other places, that shit is unheard of. And then some of these niggas some of these dudes be making plans. I'm gonna move to Georgia, but you don't drive, bro.
You don't even know how to drive.
Yeah, you gotta fix that part first.
Do when you get there? And it's mostly women, though. You know what I'm saying? Who's not driving? So shout out to the women who learn. Yeah, it's mostly women because they don't feel like they have to drive. They always get picked up. They always feel like they can get picked up. Yeah, but that's true.
I mean, but you can nowadays, though. I ain't even gonna hold you. My grandma was big on taxis. She always had the number. She memorized that shit. Call a taxi. She everywhere she need to go.
Yeah.
Nigga. They got Uber.
Yeah.
So You know,
facts. In New York, you really don't got no excuse to not get to certain places and shit. You know, I tried to do the metro system when I was out in Atlanta. It's not as easy. It's not as complex.
It don't hit the same.
I need to take a cab to that. I need to take a cab to the train, and then when I get to where I'm going, I got to get on the train. I got to get another cab to get to where I got to go. So it's not as easy. Now with New York, most trains and buses will drop you within a 5-block radius of where you need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you lucky, if you lucky.
Yeah,
some trains
not always.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah, you can live in a zone that don't have like a bus or a train on a line.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
does that exist in the Bronx though, where there's no buses and no trains?
Well, hell yeah. Like where I used to live. Like where I used to live in Co-op City. We would call it as a 2-fare zone. Yeah, Co-op is a 2-fare zone. Like there's no train in Co-op City. So you have to take a bus to the train. You can't just walk to the train station. So you have to take a bus.
That's how most of Queens is. That's how most of Jamaica Queens is. We all have to take buses to get to the train. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to the Q4.
Yeah, that's to the Q4.
Shout out to the Q4.
Facts.
TJ ready to go, Kalan. Go ahead,
so
TJ.
I do. I want to go. I'm next. Pick me. So I wanted to shout out everybody that's not from New York, okay? Because we have a lot of listeners now. Shout out to the tribe. That's one. MTA. What does it stand for? MASH. Is Mass Transit Authority? Is that what the M is for? Or Metropolitan? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you right now.
Metropolitan Transit Authority.
Okay.
Transit
so
Authority.
For the tribe that's not from New York, shout out to the New York tribe. But for everybody else, shout out to you too. I'm sure you have a way of getting around, whatever your train system is, bus system. Shout out to your train bus system. But when we refer to MTA, that's what we're referring to. Our transit system in New York City. And I want to say the best train system that I've ever been on was in Japan. The shit was efficient. It didn't stink. Yeah, it didn't stink down there. Like there's a stench and it's a woof and it's a heat too. It comes with a heat.
Yeah. That's New York. You breathing in you when you in the subway.
Especially on 42nd Street.
That's what New York feel like.
That 42nd Street. No, that 42nd Street train station is hot as hell.
It's different.
From what I remember.
And that's in the wintertime and the summertime too.
In the summer.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I actually just started riding the number trains, and they don't be having air conditioning on a lot of them shits now. I noticed that. I don't know why they're not cutting the air conditioning on because it's on. They are cut. Yo, it is hot as shit down there, bro. And it's been like everyone I've been getting on, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to being on letter trains. Letter trains, I'm spoiled. We got air conditioning all the time. Okay, but them number trains that's going into the Bronx.
I disagree.
I disagree. The number trains. I disagree because the number trains that I've been on definitely have air conditioning. I don't even be on a train like that now.
Yeah.
But it definitely has air conditioning. The number trains, especially a train like the 6 train, definitely AC.
Yo, usually it does. I'm surprised that
the 2 to 5.
You know what I'm saying?
The 5, yep. The 5 and the 2 and 5 definitely have AC. The 4 train too.
Y'all bougie because I feel like I've been in train stations where there was no AC and you had to sit in the station and just hope that.
Well, no, we're talking the train station.
I'm talking about on the train itself, bro. Usually they AC.
The train station ain't got no damn AC in it. The train station don't got no AC.
Train station don't never got AC.
Have y'all ever been to Brooklyn Bridge train station? It's called Chamber Street on the
I've been to
it is the most rundown train station you will ever go to.
No, I think I did
ever. I feel like at this point, this shit should be like a historical landmark and just keep it dirty.
I think it is. I think they are.
Let me show the tribe what this looks like. This is Chamber Street. This is Chamber Street. Now I don't know what it looked. This train station is one of the most gutter train stations to be out here. Being a train station. Might still be
correct. And I haven't been on Chambers in a while.
Go downstairs. I just feel like it's important. If you want to see like a New York train station in its prime, take your ass to Chambers Street and take some photos. This is what New York looked like.
Yo, this shit look post-apocalyptic, and I would expect like this is where we all gonna end up, like when the zombie apocalypse.
When the zombie apocalypse comes, we can't use the sunlight no more. We gotta stay in tunnels and shit. We're gonna be living in shit that look like this. That was look just like this.
Y'all think that this is bad, but I have a girlfriend that shout out to Gwen. She's a tribe member,
Gigi, gang,
and literally. She loves the train. She's like, I love being on the train. I could be on the train all the time. You guys get free Wi-Fi. So people that are international, when you're traveling, one thing that you need is Wi-Fi. And she's like, as long as I can make it to the train station, I know that I'm good. Because she has the free Wi-Fi. She revels about how she loves the train station, and it works all times of the, it's 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Right. So think about people that are in places that don't have that. And I also want to touch on something else that Mash had said, is that
sending this to Mash.
There's so much beauty in traveling on the MTA, even though I'm not a fan of it. I'm a germaphobe, so I don't like that shit. I feel like it's dirty. But you see so much and you learn so much. There's the bums that be on the train and stinking up the train. There's the people that doing nasty stuff. It's what do you say, homeless? Sorry, not bums.
Oh yeah, bum. It's okay. Whatever. Bum is okay. We don't need to euphemize bum.
But like you get on a train with a bum, like from younger, because like I said, for New York City students, when you become a certain age, you're allowed to take public transportation. And so that's your way of getting around, getting to school or whatever. And I love watching myself ride it from the Bronx. So you see like the area when you start, because New York is a melting pot. You see the Jamaican, because we grew up in like a Jamaican area of the Bronx, or Caribbean, right? And then you go to the Spanish area of the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? You know what lines that is. And then as you get closer to New York City, you even see the transition when Harlem was what's his name? Bill Clinton had moved to Harlem after his presidency, and they were starting to gentrify Harlem. It used to be black people in Harlem, and now you see white people in Harlem. And then you move to New York City, you go back into Manhattan, and you see nothing but white people and Wall Street, like people in suits and stuff. And then you go to Queens, and you start to see people like from the Polish communities. It's like, and then the Chinatown, like you see the melting pot as you ride it, and it showed me that we're a melting pot of cultures, but at the same time everybody is siloed in their own communities, and you see that while you ride the train. So people think that New York is everybody's all together. We're really not. Everybody in their own little area, but in the city. I wanted to bring that up. I don't ride the train no more. I'm above that shit. Since I got my license, I be driving. And I don't like the train. It's dirty and dingy. And the minute you roll the train and you come in my house, you cannot sit on my couch. Okay.
Wow.
You gotta wash your hands. I don't want that dirty ass shit from the listen, it's nasty and dirty.
You talking all that big shit, but she gotta wait 7 hours before she could park that bitch in the Bronx.
No,
it ain't no parking in the Bronx. All right, you can have a car, but you are stuck.
But you know what? I'll tell you why I'm bougie. There's an express bus, and that's what me and Mo would do sometimes. Like
I love the express bus.
So shout out to
the BXM11, BXM11, the BXM9. 7. That was for the one for
let me ask you a question. In the Bronx, do niggas be putting cones in front of their street, like in front of their sidewalk? Is that a thing out there for y'all?
I wish
I haven't seen that.
I wish we could. Listen, I moved that shit. I used to use my motorcycle.
They'll piss on your car.
Yo, I put my motorcycle in a parking spot to hold my spot while I was gone. Niggas would move my bike, yo. I'd be so pissed. Like, who touched my bike? They moved my shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
your whole
cares.
bike is on the
Fuck
sidewalk.
Your cone.
Your whole bike.
Yes. No.
Yo.
They fucking moved that shit.
Damn.
They like, fuck your cone, fuck your bike. And sometimes people would stand in the spot. Y'all ever remember that? People would stand in the spot.
Yeah, I stand in the spot.
I still do that. I still do that.
I still stand in the spot.
Like, stand right here while I circle the block real quick.
Yeah.
You gotta do that.
Teamwork.
I did that.
Yeah.
Right quick, I want to give people advice right quick when they going on the train. I'm sorry, Flash, you could go next. But I want to give people some advice real quick. When you go on the train, right? And you see all the trains are full and there's one fucking empty ass car. It's empty as fuck. Do not walk in there, okay? Because the smell that's going to hit you, you're gonna realize why nobody is in that car, bro. Nobody.
Yeah, situational awareness is important.
Drop a bomb on that.
Situational awareness is very important when you're on the train. You got to be 10 toes down. I know Wi-Fi is dope, but you got to be paying attention to the people around you. Make sure you stay safe.
A homeless person,
do not think for a second shit is sweet, because it's not. All right, it's not. And the minute you start thinking it is, that's when she go bad. All right, so pay attention. It's really important.
Yeah, it is. Stay late.
A stinky,
stay awake.
a stinky
No, stay
train
alert.
car?
Stay alive.
A stinky train car is a game changer though, because sometimes you tired and you're gonna have to fight that smell and sit down. Because I some people I ain't gonna stand up the whole ride, bro. That's dead. You know, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna just hop in this train car. I know it's gonna stink for like the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And then after that, my brain gonna get used to it, and I'll be all right.
Yeah, I've had to sit through that before. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes you get used to it. If you really just not in the mood, so you just gotta understand. Like this is.
I mean, shout out
to the process.
Normalization of math. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that shit might make shit easier, but nah, son, I can't do it.
Stink, bro. Ain't none of these masks can stop and stink, bro. Stink is stink. You need an M9? No, nigga, you can't do that with it.
They see through the mask. They see through the mask.
Yeah, that's that.
Go ahead, Flash.
I feel like I've always had a love-hate relationship with the MTA from before I even started riding the MTA. And I was the type of nigga, I used to walk to school most of my adolescent life. Did I say that word right? Adolescent life?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, right. Good job.
Yeah.
But damn, I wanted to use the word today, but I don't got a good one. It's okay. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm glad you did.
But so I started taking the bus, I want to say around high school. But before this, my cousins used to always just tell me like,
what bus you took in high school? What was your bus? Rep your bus.
I think it was like this 77, Q77.
Okay.
Boulevard or whatnot. But that wasn't the first time I took the MTA, but maybe that wasn't like a regular basis. But what I'm saying though, anyway, is that my cousins used to give me like horror stories about MTA shit. And they used to tell me the story of this one dude called Bati Man. And I was sitting here like, Bati Man, they used to live in Brooklyn. So they had to do a dude called Bati Man. They used to call him Bati Man. And what he would do is like, they would take the train every morning, especially the school or wherever the hell they was going. And Bati Man would always come on the cart, and he would pull down his pants and he would take his ass cheeks and he would rub them on the fucking pole.
Oh no!
This is an urban legend.
That's nasty.
I promise you.
That's nasty.
No, hold on. Wait. Was this an urban legend or this is a real person they saw do this?
It's true.
This is a real person. This is a real
probably
person.
true.
This is true.
Yeah,
This is why
just nicknamed him something.
No, but it became like a Brooklyn legend because they always know like when Bati don't hold the poles, or if you're gonna hold the pole, hold it high.
Keep going.
You gotta hold it high. So even to this day, when I'm holding pole, you will never see me hold the pole below my waist.
The Bati man?
Like even that solar plexus level, I go above, bro.
Yeah.
Plexus.
No,
yo, Flash.
That's right, and I agree with Flash. If I'm on a train and I haven't been for quite some time, but you know what? You know how where the people sit. I will hold that bar, not even the bar in the middle, because that bar you gotta hold high. Yeah, the top you gotta hold that.
Once I touch a pole, once I touch anything MTA provided, I feel like my hand is possessed. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I don't touch nothing with the hand until I can get to either
facts.
water,
Don't touch your face.
Touch your face.
Don't dig up your nose. Don't eat with that hand.
No, that ass. No.
I say y'all capping
What's the cat, man?
because I feel like at some point in time you went to go get a breakfast sandwich. All right, at
some
point in time, you went to go get a breakfast sandwich.
Or pizza.
All right, you went to go get that before you went to school. All right, and you ate that shit before you went to school. It wasn't nobody washing their fucking hands. Everybody was busting that shit open, and they was eating.
Well, no, you would eat it right before you get on the train. Yeah, you would get it before.
Now, I'm not lying. So hold on, Mash. To that point, this is what I'm trying to tell you. So I've never double-handed the MTA. I've always I always sacrifice one hand for the greater glory. No, I'm serious. And then when I eat, then I got to eat with my left, but the right, it never touches the food. You got to save something.
Hey, look, I don't question it.
But once again, I blame Bati Man for like how it fucked up my trying to enjoy the MTA, because I actually like people watching and shit. I would love going on trains and buses and shit, and like everybody's here and shit. But that fucked me up because it made me associate riding public transportation with like niggas do nasty shit, like and you just got to be okay with that, and you have to sit in that. Even if you're sitting on the seat, you have to remember like somebody previous to this seat, it was different, but I have to be okay with that, and it's fine.
Could have been jerking off on the seat. Somebody
could have been.
Might have been.
You never know.
That's why your mom
take
says,
it off the table.
Especially
you can't ever.
That's why you come in and take your clothes off. You can't sit on the bed.
No, they said you can't sit on the bed in your street clothes. That's a Caribbean thing.
I mean, that's a fact.
That's a sanitary
but you know what
thing.
else?
That's a sanitary thing. That shit is
But you know what else? You know what else is good? What I noticed on the train is this is happening on the E train. I don't know about the Bronx trains, but on the E train, right? And in the trains, I know at the last stop they stopped the train and used groups of people going on the train and wiping shit down.
Yes.
Like, so this is
today.
This is what they're doing now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When they stop at the last stop,
time.
they're going on there. They're wiping everything.
They wipe it down. They mop it.
I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm saying it's a lot cleaner than it used.
They're making an effort.
You know what I'm
They're making an effort.
You know, shout out to the after COVID effort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you seen the machine that they use now?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's like a UV machine that kills everything. So they close off the cart, they put the machine in, and I have it in the hospitals too. It's in the hospitals as well. Yeah, for like those really bad, you know, like COVID rooms. We were putting it in the COVID rooms. No, we don't do that now, but or like those really bad diseases that, you know, we just don't want it to spread ever. You put that UV machine in it and it just kills everything in the cart.
I mean, that's nice to know. That's nice to know that they do that. For sure.
I think they're making more of an effort, honestly, to clean up the subways. You know, and they have to because a lot of people
and not for nothing. And you know what they're doing in New York City now, if you guys are not aware, they're trying to create tolls. Actually, it's already in progress. They're creating tolls on the FDR and on the West Side Highway and on certain streets lower into Manhattan to prevent people from traveling with vehicles. So I think more people are going to get on the train and on the bus now because they're putting this like tolls in a certain area leading into Manhattan.
I believe it's everything below. I'm gonna go with like 48th Street down, something like that. I'm not exactly positive that that's what it is, but I believe it's 48th Street down, and it's called congestion pricing.
Wow!
And if you guys remember, this was actually a big Bloomberg thing when he was in his office, and we shut that shit all the way down. All the way the fuck down. But now,
and why didn't we shut this down now though? Like that's
because
crazy.
I think they feel like it's necessary. They feeding us. Here's my thing: when you feed things into the news stream, you kind of you try to make it real because you're trying to make people do things that you want them to do. They use the news as a tool, okay?
Manipulation.
And I'm not to go off subject, but they've been saying, they're putting fentanyl in weed right now, and I don't believe that shit. I believe that they're saying that they're putting fentanyl in weed, so you stop buying weed from the local weed dealer and you start going to dispensaries where they're paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? So they're paying taxes on this weed. So they want you to buy taxed weed. You know what I'm saying? Stop buying from the weed man. So tell them there's been traces of fentanyl in the weed, so we can get them to go to the dispensaries. And I feel like they use the news to try to get people to do what they want.
I got a weed man for a reason, nigga.
I'm with you 100%. You know what I mean? Some people would say it's a conspiracy theory. I would say that it's just mental programming, right? I think it's a way to like warm you up or get you used to hearing or seeing things. And then once it happens, it's not a surprise to you. I think a lot of that was used during COVID when people were getting sick, or I would say the way they treated the healthcare workers associated with COVID. Like the way that they portrayed them then was really heroic. And then afterwards they treated them like shit. Like, it's over. They didn't give a
Like, they changed the narrative.
Like,
they changed the narrative.
Get ready to fire us.
They changed the narrative.
It's crazy.
You guys were heroes before.
So, you know, it's important for us to always be observant of that, you know, of those words and how those things change over time, how those trends change over time. Like, you were saying this was kind of okay. Now you're saying you were saying that being vaccinated was an option. Now you're telling me that everybody get vaccinated. Now it's a requirement that we should do it because somebody think it might help us. There might be a chance that you be all right, so you should do it. Go ahead, TJ.
They changed the narrative. They changed the narrative.
Yeah, they definitely did. And it was something that was super exclusive that people were scared, like, oh, only the celebrities were going to get it, or the people with high money. And then they started putting it out to everybody. And my homeboy, he's not into the whole vaccination shit, but he brought this up yesterday. He showed me a video of de Blasio saying, oh, you can have free French fries if you get vaccinated. They were giving me donuts and free ice cream and French fries. And he was like, can you imagine that this is how dumb they think we are to, like, you know, sucker ourselves into, you know, putting something in our bodies
they were
for a free French fries.
No, see.
What was your word, Mash? Say that again.
Incentivizing.
They gave them incentive to do it.
See, incentivizing is something that they do as well, but what I'm talking more about is the aspect of how they use fear to push people to do what they want.
Oh yes, they do.
That was you know what I'm saying? They use
that's what the media
fear
does.
of this or fear of that in order to push people in the direction that they want them to go. Like, I think the fear now is Manhattan is sinking. That's what they're saying now. Manhattan is sinking.
That's why these conversations are so important. This is exactly why this perspective is important to be shared, because you don't want to just hear that narrative. Like, you just don't want to hear this story come from these people, because you can't really ensure that they're trying to tell you things for your benefit. They're trying to tell you things with an ulterior motive in mind, and that's dangerous.
Yes. Very dangerous.
Okay.
Who watches the news now? Like, I can't tell. I don't think any of us watch the news anymore.
I don't watch.
I do. I'm one of the few.
Think you watch the news?
Yeah, I actually stream it because most people don't realize that on Fire TV, everybody has live TV now. So even if you stream TV, you can still watch the news. You can go to the live. You can go to the live TV tab and then go down the line. And now they even offer an app that's automatically on your Fire Stick that will have the news on it, and you can look up global news and local news. So I make an effort to look at the news because I want to know what's going on in life. I don't want to be that dude who, like, people are talking about things and I have no idea what they're saying. You know what I mean? So, me being a podcaster, I need to be aware of things that's happening around me.
You a show off? Why are you showing off right now? Okay.
No, that's trying to show you. I'm trying to show you.
You doing better than us because you watch the news. Okay.
No, that's just that's just his source. He's using the news to stay current. A lot of us use different sources. I don't watch the news.
Yeah,
I watch my Citizens app though. I want to know what's going on in my area around me. I watch
your son. I had to cut them shits off, man. Too many niggas reporting about dogs and other bullshit, man.
Nah.
Man,
dogs,
that
loose dogs,
loose dogs, nigga.
Oh, that's what they be reporting on your side.
Yeah, niggas, that's what niggas do. I mean, gunshots too every now and then. It's always dogs and shit.
Mostly dogs on the loose.
They knock if you buck over here. So
in recent MTA news, I don't know how recent this is going to be from the time that we dropped this episode, but one of the MTA employees was hit with a pole by a quote unquote transgender. I just recently heard this news because I have my cousin, shout out to E from EMG Prince. She was just telling me that she just did some work in the MTA. Actually, let me just big her up real quick. She's actually helping to revamp the MTA.
Oh yeah, I saw her video.
Nice.
Yeah, they pay. She's getting a contract, which is really dope. Shout out to EMG Prince. But to revamp it,
love to hear it. Love to
hear
it.
To revamp the train station, instead of spending tons of money to buy a new escalator, she actually just refurbished it with her wrapping, and it looks beautiful. She showed me the before and the after. So Chamber Street might look different in a little bit, Mash.
Okay.
But she was telling me that she had to halt it because there was an incident that happened. And I said, what was the incident? She was like, oh, well, they're saying that a transgender person hit an MTA employee with a pole. And I really didn't like the fact that they said a transgender person. Why couldn't it just be somebody hit an MTA worker with a pole or whatever? I don't think they died, but I think that it was still a really serious
7 years
incident. Oh yeah, right. That's actually a law, and it's posted on the
7
buses,
years.
posted on the train. Go ahead, Mo. What's the law?
It's 7 years you hit, and we actually have the same law as well. It's 7 years you hit for CPS workers as well. Yep, 7 years.
And postal offices too.
Service, yeah, if you assault it's like a city,
I'm gonna say that I'll say it's true, but okay.
It's posted in my office, and it is posted in the train station and in the buses as well.
I got questions. That's like when you on the clock. Cause like, what if you off the clock and
if you're on the clock,
you in uniform, and somebody slapped you.
Get fucked up. You deserve to get fucked up. If you want to clock,
I feel like once you're in uniform, it's a felony, bro. Once you're in uniform, if you're wearing an MTA hat and you're in the MTA, somebody smack you. It gotta be a felony.
Listen, that's a workers' comp case. Be like, oh, I'm damaged for life. Don't ever have to work again. You know what I'm saying? I want niggas to hit me if I was working.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
it's a law that was made for attacking MTA workers, a felony within the state of New York. Individuals found guilty of assaulting a transit worker under the new rules could face up to 7 years in prison. That's basically.
So assaulting a trans
that
man.
education. We entertain and we educate.
Okay, hold on. Help me understand this. Okay. If a trans man hits a man with a pole, does the trans man get 7 years?
It doesn't matter. The person gets 7 years.
Why would he not?
Why would he not?
Why would
they not? It doesn't
And
matter.
then-
What does it matter if he's a trans or
if a
not?
woman, right? And
I thought that there
It
was
has nothing to do
also-
with gender.
It has nothing to do with gender. Yeah.
I want to make sure I
It
understand
has
this
to do with the
because
assault
you made
of
it
the
sound like there
individual.
was a new law that I didn't know about. That if you hit a
No,
trans
this
man,
law
you get
always
7 years.
existed. It has
No,
nothing to
this
do
law
with
always
trans.
existed.
It's just
Trans,
period.
no.
A trans man hit a
Period.
transit man.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
want to make sure that I'm understanding you right.
But wait, you don't want
So there's no law. There's no
Flash,
law
you
in
need
place
to
that
be
protects
quicker on the
trans
buttons.
men from being attacked.
What?
It doesn't matter whether you're trans or not. You
Trans or
cannot
not.
hit any city employee. Period.
No,
It is
I
a
get that.
felony.
I get that.
It is a felony, whether they're trans or not. And I'm not going to even
Right.
allow y'all to do jokes on the trans community.
Yeah.
because I
It's not even a
represent
joke.
the
I'm really asking a question because I'm
QRST,
really
okay?
confused.
They said it was trans
And we
because they care about their
educating you.
pronouns. Okay, we want to make sure we label them right.
I'm not even.
just
I'm not,
say a
I'm-
guy.
I just
want to
make sure that the
they have to
laws
say
is
a
fair
trans
because
man.
I feel like if there's a law somewhere
It's
that
fair.
says, hear me out. The way I perceived what you said to me was that there is a law somewhere that if I attack a trans man, and when I say trans man, I don't mean transit man. I mean a man who's transgender. Like if I hit a transgender man,
There is no such
then
law.
I'm gonna get 7 years. And I was
There's
like,
no
nah,
such
there's a-
law, and that's
no,
not
no
what
such-
it
no,
said.
no such law, sir.
that's
And
what
I
I
don't
was
know.
clarifying. Because
I
I was
don't
like,
know.
wait.
is that a
But
thing?
wait,
Because that would be wild.
Unless it can be found that it was a hate crime, bro. Like if you
Yeah.
get a
True.
transit dude,
Right,
and
correct.
then y'all shout out like maybe some slurs against him, then it would turn into a hate crime.
So, but now
and
here's
then
the
you could
thing.
possibly get more time.
Here's the thing. What if it started off as a hate crime, but then the transgender man beat the shit out of me with a pipe?
Well, that is something that they would need to investigate.
Yeah,
By
That was,
speaking to
that's
have to
self-defense.
investigate
then.
these
That's
individuals.
self-defense.
Right, that's so. But
Slurs,
they would also,
slurs.
they would have to speak to individuals who were there when it occurred.
That's
I don't know.
self-defense. That's self-defense.
So I have more questions.
Oh,
If the trans man was the transit guy, do you get more years for that?
Oh, for
No.
sure.
I'm gonna slap
put
all
you
of
on.
y'all right now.
I'm done.
You get
No,
double
'cause I'm-
penalties.
Double penalties,
No,
right? So I'm like,
Listen, we
Do not collect $200.
Educate and
Goes
Monique
directly to
and
them.
Right.
Mo gave the actual law. It is
Yes,
a felony.
law.
You get 7 years
7
if you
years,
hit
get up
any
to 7 years.
employee
Yeah.
All right.
from the MTA.
I just
Right.
want to
Period.
clarify.
And I think
That's
it does
all I was
go
looking
into
for.
other city employees. But
Yes.
she just read
Absolutely.
specifically for the
Specifically
MTA.
for the
Has
trans-
nothing
for
to
the
do
MTA.
with
Correct.
gender.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank
Let's
you.
Correct.
move
Hey, this is
on.
your story.
Y'all
This
can
is your
kiki.
story.
I think-
You brought the story to us. All right. This
I
is not
did,
on the docket.
and I'm trying to clarify.
did.
And I wanted to say that it shouldn't have mattered what the gender is. And
Right,
that's
they
why
coulda
I
just
feel
said-
like the
Right.
fact
they
that the
coulda just
news
said-
came out with
and
him
said-
saying it was a transgender. It doesn't matter.
They could have said
Like-
an individual. They could have said
No,
an individual.
Individual.
hit
But we
a-
don't. But we
Yeah.
don't. But no, we don't. They always describe who the person is. It's either a
Right,
man or a
okay.
woman. But if it's
Woman.
a trans man, they have to say that. They'll say they're not gonna say a person hit the truck. What? That don't even sound right.
Right.
They don't even make no sense. Okay,
It
they gotta
does
say,
make
Okay.
sense.
was
It's a
it
person.
guy?
What do you
Was
mean?
it a chick? Was it
An
a guy? Was it a chick?
individual.
Who hit the? No, you
It
need to
doesn't
be
know what?
specific
matter.
You
if
know
you're
what?
gonna
You-
if you're gonna
whatever-
tell the news.
Wouldn't it be whatever her
It doesn't
pronouns are?
matter.
Right.
All right, they like you know, but they described
They.
it. They didn't use a pronoun. They described it. They described the person.
No, I'm
as
with you. I need to
what
know.
the person
Yeah.
was.
I need to know in the
They
description.
specific
Why? Why?
because if it's a man or a woman, they would be specific, wouldn't they?
Mm.
Hey, a
but
man.
you got to remember though.
Transit worker.
Yo,
Listen
part
to
of
where we
that
are.
is
We were
still
just talking
transit
about
worker.
evolving, and this is where we've
Right.
evolved to. So just say person.
Yeah. So why does it have
Gender
to be a
doesn't
person?
matter.
Why? That don't make sense. That's not.
It,
that's
it may not make
um,
sense to you, but this is the world we're living in where gender and
Yeah.
pronouns now matter, right? So
They only matter when they wanted to, because you're saying person and shit. So that, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, this is the world you living in, King. Open your eyes.
But you know what it is though, too. You got to remember, they might have just wrote that to start the headline too, based on like what TJ's saying.
Right, it could be anything.
It makes you more interested in the story, you know. So now you
absolutely.
And that's why the media used that. That's why the media used it, and that's why I don't agree with. They were trying to manipulate it, but whatever.
I feel you.
Whatever. Let's get back.
I don't think they were trying to demonize people. I don't think they were trying to demonize. You know what I mean? But they wanted to be specific.
There we go. That's what I was gonna say. Like, in order for them to make you understand more of the story, they got to give you more details, right? So, you know, that would be another detail that I would want to know. Like, it was a male or female, okay, and they trans. Damn, this is gonna be messy. Like, this story is gonna be more than it needs to be because of these additional facts that I know. You know, so I gotta give them some credit.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Every time I see a story, go ahead.
I just wanted to get back to the topic. I did that. Yeah. My bad.
That was very well
played. What a tally at?
2 points. 2 points. No, you got
that's 2.
All I'm gonna say is that when I hear a story about Florida, man, I'm gonna read it. Okay, I don't know about y'all. Anytime you see a story with Florida, man, it's usually a good
I heard about Florida, man.
Yo, did I tell you what I learned about Florida, man?
Oh man. Nah, Florida man, bro.
So Florida man is always like a headline for a story about somebody in Florida, right? That's so when you hear somebody say Florida man, that's usually they talk about someone in Florida. But the thing that I learned, that the reason why that happens is because a lot of your public information, a lot of your criminal information is public information in Florida. So it's easy to grab details about those people in Florida, because like you can look up your court cases, you can look up, you know, if you've been arrested, you know what I mean? So when stories pop up, they can just look up why they got locked up for. All that information is in record and is for public view. So you get to hear the craziest stories because they have access to the craziest information. That's why you hear so many Florida man stories. Somebody from Florida told me that once. I was like, that makes so much sense of why y'all down bad. Down bad. Y'all public record. All your shit.
And then when we see the word Florida man, we're like, oh, this must be a crazy story.
Right.
Right. Because you know, Florida people, some of the craziest people in the world, like Charlamagne said, come from Florida and the Bronx.
BX. I take that title. Don't fuck with me. I take that title.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So we're gonna wrap up today's episode. Who won today's Shake's Word of the Week? That would be TJ. Congratulations. Congratulations, TJ. You did an amazing job.
I want to dedicate this trophy to all the dyslexic motherfuckers out there like myself. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
The ADD motherfuckers like myself.
Congratulations,
you know
Queen. Congratulations,
shout out
Queen.
to you. You can make it. If I can make it, you can make it. I just want to be out here inspiring y'all.
Can I do the 2020 twin?
Go ahead, Flash.
Yeah, Flash. Let me hear you.
Go, Flash. Woo!
Now.
Good job, Flash.
It's time y'all been waiting for, okay? Now let me tell you hoes something, okay? It's mad loud.
You fucked it up.
Okay, I turned that down. All right, let me tell you hard of hearing hoes something, okay? If you want to find a podcast like no other, listen to this shit right here, okay? This is the So Ratchet Podcast. That's short for the Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. You want to know where you can find us with your looking ass? Okay, you can find us on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. You can find us on X, because we can't call it Twitter no more, right? You know, we got some posts on there at So Ratchet Pod. What are we on? We on So Ratchet Podcast and other shit too, including
TikTok.
What's the other shit? TikTok, right?
TikTok.
In case you need to know.
IG.
Somebody needed a script.
But if you want to find us on like Facebook, you gotta spell the whole shit out, okay? I know I need practice with this. I'm sorry. All right, but other than that, you gotta remember. And if you want to see my fucking beard, okay? If you want to see TJ in the motherfucking bikini, okay? If you want to see Mo's Colgate white smile, if you want to see Mash with his fucking arcade and all types of shit in the background, if you want to see Shake dance like a little hoe, okay? You go to YouTube, okay? And you follow us at So Ratchet Podcast.
So Ratchet
Space.
Right, So Ratchet Space Podcast. Damn it. All right. And you tap that fucking like button, you subscribe. Can we do this shit
right
on the
now?
weekly? Okay, right now. Slam that shit with your finger, the pointy one. All right, gang,
Tell
gang.
about our live. Tell about our live. Bro.
Oh yeah, alive.
Ran out of music.
I know. I stopped it. I stopped it because I thought I was done. And he's over here like, add more, nigga.
Okay, it's okay. Good job. Good job. Good job.
I like
Great
it. I like
job.
it.
Great job.
All right.
Good job, Flash. I love it.
Speaking of live, though, you know you could catch us the first Wednesdays of every month. Okay, we do run a live on YouTube. Okay, so make sure y'all please come check us out. We really appreciate when y'all join us, especially for Ratchet Feud and whatever zany shit that we kind of come up on the episode. You know, we love seeing y'all. Shout out to the tribe. Y'all know who y'all are, and you know we'll continue blessing y'all and loving y'all, and hopefully making y'all laugh and you know doing all that cool shit, whatever that podcast is. Cool shit.
All right.
Love you,
tribe.
Peace.
Love
Facts.
you.
Peace, y'all.